Hello everyone, welcome back to the Lord of the Rings Online. This is Gnarlo here. Say hello to everyone, Gnarlo. Good boy. When last we left off, we were actually in Thorin's Hall at the big forge hall there. And what we have done, we had seen the forge master and the relic master about our legendary item. And I was hoping, I had a sneaky plan. He had told us that we needed to achieve the 10th level of achievement with it. Let me pull it up here right quick. There we go, Shift I. We needed to reach the 10th level here. And then bring it back to either him or bring it back to the Forge Master in Rivendell. So I was hoping to do the sneaky thing if I was going to drop one of these heritage runes on it. As you see, I've got these heritage runes over here that I've been picking up. There's 4 of these that give you 50,000 apiece. There's 3 of these that give you 127,000 apiece, and I think I've got 3 or 4 more stored in my chest at home back in my house that give you different levels, 80 something maybe thousand experience. And I was hoping to drop 1 or 2 of these on there and bingo, go to level 10 all of a sudden. But if you look at them, all of them say, requires the Seeker of Deep Places. And apparently you don't get the Seeker of Deep Places until you actually get into Moria. So it's like, damn you, Turbine, damn you. You won't let me cheat. So I'm going to have to do it the hard way and actually go out and see if we can't kill some beasties. So we're going to be out here in the region. I'm going to start hunting down some beasts and see if we can't throw 10 levels of experience on theirs right quick. It should be pretty quick. I've got this the blue bar. I've got a third of a level stored up down here, so it shouldn't take me too terribly long. I know the other day when Mind Fiend and I were doing it, we tore through it pretty quickly. So that's what I'm going to do. And we will see y'all again whenever I get that accomplished. So have fun. And we will see you in just a little bit here. Oh, there we go. In fact, I'll probably wander over there as well. See that big hill there with all the burnt trees on top of it? That is called the Burnt Tor. I mean, right there. It's called the Burnt Tor, and we'll definitely go up to the top of that while we're at it. That's the one where Gandalf and the Fellowship, if you remember the camp that they had, where they were attacked by the Shadow Wargs and all. And Gandalf set the top of the hill on fire as they fought them off. That right there is where that battle occurred. And that is why the Shadow Wargs over yonder are all burnt. You have all those burnt corpses and why they're all stirred up and upset right now. So we will see you again in just a little bit. Alright everybody, we've had a slight change in plans here. If you will remember correctly, I am 58th level and I was up there hunting in the area north of the khazad-dum, and everything was green. As you see here, you've earned 88 item experience for these greens. It was going to take for freaking ever, and that's 88 item experience with the blue experience bonus. So what I have done is I have moved down here, down the bottom left corner. We're at Mirabel. And we are going to move on down the river there in Mirabel. We'll go into the Inedwaith, which is the next region down if we have to. We'll just keep traveling right on down this way. We can do that because, oh dear, I think I got to turn around and go back up the other way. I think I got to pass by. Yeah, see, originally the Inedwaith wasn't there, so this was sealed off and you couldn't get through it. And you still can't get through it this way. And we can't cross the bridge because, as you know, it's the bridge has got the gate. Is the gate thing there? Yeah, you see the glowing gate right above my head. Looks like we got 2 suns in the sky. That's where you go into the instances, basically the dungeons over there, and do those instances. So we're not going to do those right now, although those would probably give you a good place to get a little experience. But what we're going to do, we're going to travel on past Mirabelle here and go on over into the northern Enidwaith, probably, where we'll get some experience. We'll find some stuff that's at least blue. Maybe we can find some even levels back this way. Maybe we can find some stuff that cons white to us, or maybe even some yellows. And that way we'll get through this 10 levels of experience on top of our legendary item much, much quicker that way. In fact, while we're doing that, I'm going to stop right here for the second. Let's go Shift I. And you see up here with, see, 88 of 100. That don't even get us to the first level. I'm going to hit track. And that way, we put an experience bar out here where I can keep an eye on what my weapon is doing as well. And how close we are to getting to those level 10s. Okay, there's a Dunlending Scout. Ooh, there we go. Looks like he's going to attack us. That's fine. We'll take you on. You just bit off more than you can chew, pal. Your mouth is right in check. Your body ain't going to be able to cash. Let's go ahead and take him out. Reveal weakness on him. I was saying, yes, I think I mentioned, there we go. See, we just leveled up. Your legendary item has gained its first level, and with that level, it's earned its first legendary points. You may spend these points to rank up the item's legacies. The item will continue to earn legacy points as it levels up. If you cannot afford to rank up the legacy you want to advance just now, keep leveling the item to earn more points. Alright, so let's take a look here. Real quick look. And we have earned 10 points. Now, what I always do first is, if you see here, let's go ahead and pull my character sheet up. Well, I guess I don't have to, do I? I can just level this. Hello. C for character sheet. There we go. See, we got our character sheet here. Our legendary at the moment is doing 35.7 DPS, which is less than any of our other two weapons that we have. Any of these 250th level. That one's doing 38.5. So, you know, right now that one's almost 3 points DPS less than our regular weapons are. So this is the first thing I always level up on all my weapons. Get their DPS up to the maximum rank, which will be 70 ranks. So as you see there, it's going to cost 14 for the first one, 21 for the second, 30 for the third, 41 for the fifth, etc. to level it on up until you get its maximum level of damage it can do. Okay, I think that covers everything, as you see. So we are going to travel on up this way, see if we can't find something a little bit more appropriate to our level and what we need to be killing. Of course, we'll kill anything that volunteers along the way as well. That ain't a problem. We'll take them out as well. Okay. See, we're already a little over halfway through level 2. It ain't gonna take long. Not to these first couple levels anyway. The later levels, however, level, 8, 9, and 10, might take a while. We may be at this for a good 30 minutes or so, maybe a little bit longer, so we will see. I also want to check the Ilex branches here. Is that the next thing? Can I harvest these yet? No, I need to do the next level below before I can do Ilex, don't I? Alright, I'm going to have to do some crafting in between these episodes as well. Okay. So I'm going to move on this way. Boy, we got a big wide. I'm not used to these big aggro ranges here. I swear most things aren't quite this wide. I really like this mouse pad. It is nice. I picked up a gaming mouse pad. I was mentioning it last time. You know, it's made out of hard aluminum. It's a big, hard, thick sheet of aluminum, nice and rigid, and it's sandblasted on both sides. And one side you've got a rough texture. That's the one I'm using right here. They call it rough texture for fine work. And you flip it over and there's a smoother texture for more, they call it speed work, when you have to move your mouse very fast, that sort of thing. And both the sides, like I said, sound blasted to provide a texture. And then they're painted with like this rubberized black paint. And very nice, very nice. Much nicer than the sofa cushion that I've been using as a mouse pad all this time. That's been giving me all the jinking and jerking and everything over the last few weeks or so. Ooh, see, that is we're into some orange things over here. This side might be a little too high level for me. Let's see if we can't find something that's a little bit... We could try that. That wolf we might be able to take on. That would level us quick. I don't really want to make a jump from greens and grays to oranges right yet. We'll see if we can't find something a little bit more... Come on, guys. Give me something in the nice white to yellow range, okay? Y'all really aren't helping my color clashing skills very well. I said when I find some stuff, there we go, Ulandine. As you see, we have actually traveled down through into the Inedwaith. We're right up here in this area, almost wandering down into the next zone here. And I'm just going to keep looking until I find stuff to kill. And maybe I kill some of these greens on the way. And we'll see when we accomplish that. So we'll see you in a bit. Decided to come over here and take on one of these orange deserters. And sure enough, I'd forgotten that I'm, all decked out in Matham armor. Even if he is orange. Even if he is an orange level, I'm sitting here all decked out in Matham armor. And carrying a legendary with me, so I think we can easily take on these things at least one at a time. It was hardly any challenge at all, and we've already leveled up to level 4. So yeah, let's take on a couple more of these. And I think that we shall have achieved the idea here. Let's see what this one gets me. How up the experience ladder is that going to take my item here? Yeah, pretty good. Those are giving me 524 experience. Item experience. 524 item experience per deserter. That's going to be good. I think that's going to be our area that we going to aim to honey in here. So that's what I'm going to be doing. We are right across the river, just right across the river you see here. Right in the very northern part of the Inedwaith. Essentially, we're right here. Right along the road here, running along. All this stuff, back in the past, this was a big, basically a cliff face all along the riverbank here. All of the bank was like this before the Inedwaith came in, so you couldn't actually get over here. You could see it, but you couldn't get to it. So that's what we're going to be doing, and we'll see you when we hit level 10. As you see, the Burglar's Dagger. Oh, I'm going to do this as well. Burglar's Dagger at the 3rd age. You can click right here. It used to be you could only rename them whenever you actually forged them. But apparently at some point, I guess probably when they did the legendary item revamp, you can rename the items at any point now. So we are going to rename this one Pinprick. The name you selected would not be appropriate. You are frickin' joking. I've seen 85 Legolas and Gandalfs and Gindalfs and Jindalfs and everything else. And let's not talk about the Percocet that I saw running around the other day. I guess it was the prick part it doesn't like, because it'll take stabby just fine. Alright. Only person to ever see it is me. Ain't nobody else gonna see the name of it. The name doesn't float above it. What's the matter? Alright, Stabby is gonna be its name. I was gonna save that one for the next one. But we are gonna rank up here. We are going to spend some of our points. 14 points to rank it up to the second. See, it goes from 35.7 to 36.4. You have just ranked up your first legacy. You'll notice that your available legendary points have decreased, and your spent points have increased to reflect the amount. You see right there, they both add up to 40. Keep track of your total points spent should you wish to refund everything during a reforge. Alright, and we got enough. We can actually level it on up to level 3, rank 3. There we go, 37.1. So we have almost caught up with the weapons that we traded away. See, it's a 37.1, and there's a 38.5 and a 38. So we've almost caught up damage-wise with the non-legendaries there. And we will certainly catch up and pass it by the time we hit level 10. Alright, I'm going to be continuing hunting. So we will see you again in a bit. Okay, let's see if we can take this snarling shadow here out. And I think that is going to level us to level 10 on our item there. That will be very, very nice. Like those kind of a shadowy, smoky figures. Wondering if these were... There we go. Your new weapon has reached the 10th level of achievement. Once one of your legendary items has reached level 10, every 10 levels a legendary item will need to be reforged in order to unlock its further potential. Depending on the level and rarity of the item, you may be able to reach anywhere from level 30 to level 60. When you have reached the item's max level, whether it's 30, 40, 50, or 60, you will be able to reforge it one last time, even though the last reforge will not unlock further leveling potential. For items that can reach level 60, a scroll of delving can be used to add an additional 10 levels to the item. Oops! I'll have to read the rest here whenever I pull it up, so I'll give a little pause. For items that can reach level 60, a scroll of delving can be used to add an additional 10 levels to the item, and then you will be able to reforge it once again at level 70. There, that should have finished it up there. And we are going to ride back now to, let's see, Wafia de Thalion. Actually, let's go to Dethalion. Let's just travel on over to Rivendell, and we will go to Dethalion, who is down at the forges of Rivendell, and he will be able to tell us what we can now do with our level 10 legendary item. We hunted there, like I said, it was a good 30 minutes. Let's see what our bag says. Yeah, we've got 14 minutes left out of the hour. So yeah, we hunted there probably a good 30 to 45 minutes there. Okay. I'm going to head down to the forges and look up Dethalion and sell the stuff in my loot bag. And we will see you again very, very shortly here. while going through our loot bag and selling back and all the various items that we have come across, we came across this, which is a strange missive. Starts the quest, a strange message. A missive taken from the corpse of one of Angmar's minions. That came off of one of those deserters. And as we right-click it, opening the message reveals from the captain of Angmar. We are to dispatch forces to the elf lands of Eregion, and there search among the ruins for any remnant of their bygone era. Outlying ruins are to be scoured, but the main thrust of our forces will be upon the Ring Forge itself. Chieftain Gersh will be in charge of this expedition, a testament to the orc's great assistance in our clandestine warfare. Serve him well. The message ends there. The elves present at the Ring Forge may well want to know of this message. They can be found far to the southwest in the ruins known as khazad-dum. So we are going to collect it. All right. And we need to probably go to the khazad-dum. Yep, deliver the missive to Omrus at the khazad-dum. Okay, I'm going to finish collecting this stuff. As you notice, we got a Guardian's Belt of the Third Age off of one of those people we were killing as well. That's a pretty nice one. Minimum level 62. So that's not a bad one as far as the third age items go. And then we will talk to Dathalion. Is that his name? Dathalion, I believe. So we will chat with you in just a few here. As you see, we've got a few little messages here. Legendary item leveled up. You get that every time one of them levels. Clicking on it will bring up your legendary item slots here. And you can go to whichever one, find out whichever one is turned gold and says Reforge. And it will allow you to do that. See, a deed bestowed as well. Dunlending Slayer. That's what those things we were killing. That's probably who we got that missive off. The strange missive was one of the Dunlendings over on the other side of the river. So we got to kill 120 Dunlendings to get Dunlending Slayer. And then we've got a legendary item needs to be reforged once again. All right. Let's talk to Dathalion. Show him
My heart cannot sing today.
Show him our weapon. You have done very well, Gnarlo. Your weapon has advanced to an impressive level indeed.
Will you lend me your ear?
Chapter 12, Forged Anew. Now that your weapon has reached the 10th level of advancement, a Forge Master can reforge it for you, unmasking its hidden potential anew. Perhaps your weapon now harbors the strength to face the creature that lurks within the Black Pool, Gnarlo. You should bring it to the Forge Master for reforging, and mayhap your newly furnished blade will at least best the flesh of the cruel Watcher. It says, once a legendary item receives enough experience, it can be brought to a Forge Master to be reforged. Reforging such a weapon reveals its hidden potential. So now we need to take this to the Forge Master. Snar right over here. Let us talk to him.
I am at your service.
Convenient they're all right there, isn't it? All right, we were going to reforge this one. I need to identify right now. We're going to reforge Stabby. See, this is where the only time you used to be able to rename them here. You can only rename them when you reforge them. Glad they've changed it. All right. This right here will refund your LP. That's your legendary points. If you don't like where you've spent them when you reforge them, you can get them all back and spend them differently. At the moment, I like the way I've had them spent. And this right here, if you've changed it to something, whenever you click that, it will change it back to Legendary Burglar Dagger of the Third Age, whatever the default name is. But we're going to leave it Stabby. All right, let's reforge it. It's going to cost 5 silver to reforge. And it allows you to rename it and refund us things, and we can improve a legacy. Which one do we want to go? Subtle stab, critical damage. We'll add that to it. And there you go. The plus 3% subtle stab, critical has been added to it. So now, whenever we pull it up, there you go. You see we've got 4 things now. We got plus 1% burglar bleed, plus 1% subtle stab, plus 1% critical response, and we've added the plus 3% subtle stab critical to it. And we've got, oh, it refunded all our points. I didn't tell it to refund my points. Did I not take that off? Let's go ahead and rank it up. I'm going to put all those levels back into damage. May not be the most efficient thing to do with it, but like I said, I like to rank that up as quickly as possible. 38 DPS, so we should be on par now with our other weapon. Yeah, 38.5, so we're very close to where the non-legendary is right now. You pass the non-legendaries pretty quickly. We've also got a damaged one there. It got hurt in some of the fighting we were doing, so we will repair it when we come back. Actually, let's go over here and talk to the Thalion again, and we'll see what we'll be doing when we come back.
The sorrows of the Eldar are never-ending.
Chapter 12, Forged Anew. That has done it, Gnarlo. The forging of your weapon has revealed it to be of very high quality indeed. You must return to Holland at once and show Rathwald, the dwarf at the crumbling arch near khazad-dum, that you wield a great weapon. Surely it will give the dwarves of his company newfound hope. Go at once, friend. I deem that weapon has come forth from the very fibers of legend for this purpose. So that is what we were doing. Next time we will go talk to Rathwald. We will go ahead, since we're bound down there at the milestone, we will go ahead and travel down there so that we will be good and ready to go. There we are, back at the khazad-dum. Let's travel over here to the Saranin Arch. Mr. Rathwald should be right there, and that is who we will talk to. I think when you get it,
perhaps there is still hope.
Forged Anew. Welcome back, Gnarlo. Did that weapon of the Elder Days prove worthwhile, or was it a fruitless chase? Rathwald's eyes widened in surprise. This weapon has become even more powerful in your hands, Gnarlo. Surely now we have the strength to stand against the horror in the fetid pool.
Perhaps there is still hope.
Chapter 13, The Watcher in the Water. This weapon may be what we need to drive off the Watcher in the Water, Gnarlo, and allow the dwarves to enter Moria. Speak to me when you are ready, and I will bring you to Bosi and Broger. They will be pleased to see there is hope again at last. So talk to him, and we will travel to fight the Watcher in the Water. So that's where we are going to leave it. Next time, we will do Chapter 13 and see if we can't be of some assistance against the tentacled beast in the water there. So that is where we are going to leave it off. Hope y'all have had a good one. Like I said, I was hoping to get to the Watcher today because I was going to be a little cheaty and drop that heritage rune on there. But it looks like we're not going to be able to do that until we actually get into Moria itself and get that Seeker of Deep Places title laid on us. So we will see you next time. Hope you've enjoyed it. I'm hoping to get up another one maybe tomorrow or the next day. The issue is that I've had the last week and a half off from work, and it is over now. I go back to work today, or tomorrow. So I don't know if I'm going to be able to get another one up before the weekend. So if not, we will see you then. And if we do get another one between now and the weekend, it'll be a pleasant surprise. So I will see you then. Y'all have a good one, and thanks for coming along. Bye-bye.